Ikana Kingdom, the land where the dead roam. But who caused all of this? Time to find out! It's that time again, it's Halloween! So time to get your costume and go trick-or-treating. Well, I'm 17, so I guess I will stop doing that. Instead, we're going to take a look at one of the most scary places in The Legend of Zelda. No, not the Shadow Temple, no, not the Twilight Realm, no, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Just look at it, it's full of dark and scary vibes, from the final hours to the depressing characters in the game. But we're not looking at that. Today we're going to take a look at Ikana Valley, the Cursed Kingdom. There are a total of 4 regions in The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask: Woodfall, Snowhead, the Great Bay and Ikana Canyon. Most of these areas are not really scary. They are depressing, true, but not scary or creepy in any way. But one of them is Ikana Valley, the land where only the dead roam. It is a kingdom found in the eastern regions of Termina. The kingdom has gone through years and years of bloody wars under the leadership of their king, Igas du Ikana. Eventually the kingdom was all but abandoned and destroyed and became a wasteland. But how did this happen? How did it turn from a kingdom into a complete wasteland? Let's take a look at the bloody war that raged through the kingdom for many years. The Great War of Ikana happened prior to the events of the game. The war was one of the most vague and mysterious aspects of the Legend of Zelda series. The war is never spoken of in depth, but rather hinted at several times during Link's time in Ikana. It would appear that the Ikana royal family was forced to defend the land of Ikana from the enemy Garo tribe. The Garo are a race cloaked in robes and armed with daggers. The Garo are an ancient race skilled in the arts of ninjutsu. Pamela's father reveals that the Garo were spies of a foreign nation, sent to investigate Ikana's defenses. The Ikana forces probably found out that the Garo were spying on them, and thanks to that, the Great War broke out. Captain Kita, also known as Skull Kita, serves the Ikana royal family as a military general for the kingdom of Ikana. Captain Kita was placed in charge of the Ikana army by the king Igos du Ikana. Eventually he lost a great battle, however he tells Link, "Since being shamed by loss in battle within my kingdom, I have waited here for one to come and awaken my soul." This likely explains the reasoning behind him and his men being found in Ikana graveyard. The time came that the doors of the Stone Tower Temple were opened, unleashing a dread curse upon Ikana that transformed most of its inhabitants into undead beings. Kita and his forces were turned into stealth children. The Ikana royal family has also been cursed to live on as undead skeletons. However, Pamela's father tells Link, the Garo have also been unable to forget their living days. Even now, their spirits, emptiness cloaked in darkness, continue to spy, revealing that the Garo are in fact undead, as well as the Stelvos-like Ikanas. The fact that they are spying even beyond death implies that they did not achieve a complete victory. This does not fully explain, however, why the land of Ikana is an undead wasteland. The answer to this likely resolves around the Stone Tower Temple. At the behest of the King of Ikana, Link scales the Stone Tower using the Elegy of Emptiness to create hollow shells of his alternate forms. These are used to hold down foot switches, which control blocks, moving them over gaps to act like bridges. The temple is often spoken of as a cursed place, and when the Masked One opened the doors to the temple, evils were unleashed into the world. Inside Stone Tower Temple, Link defeats Twin Mold and obtains the remains, lifting the curse in Ikana. But who is the Masked One? Skull Kid maybe? No. Ikana seems to have been cursed for ages, and Skull Kid just recently entered Termina with Majora's Mask. Denpei even says that his grandfather once told him the origin of Captain Kita's remains, implying that the war ended in a distant past. Pamela's father has also been in Ikana way longer than Skull Kid. He's a scientist that specializes in researching supernatural phenomena. Prior to the events of the game, Pamela's father moved to Ikana Canyon together with his daughter to study paranormal activities there. They made their home in a music box house at the top of the canyon. Here he conducts experiments on the undead, fairies, ghosts and other supernatural beings. When Link first meets him, it is revealed that he has been mutated into a Gypto at some point, after traversing the caverns below the empty well. By playing the Song of Healing for him, Link can help Pamela's father revert back to his original state, receiving the Gypto mask in the process. Pamela's father seems to have no recollection of being a Gypto, and Pamela herself states Link should not speak to her father, because his strange power would provoke her father into delving deeper into his studies. Pamela's father seems to be unafraid of Ikana's supernatural state, and has developed a plethora of safety mechanisms after years of studying such creatures. Such as the song the giant music box atop of the house plays, Farewell to Gyptos, to keep himself and his daughter safe. In addition to his extensive knowledge of Gyros and Gyptos, he appears to possess a heightened sensitivity to such apparitions. As a result, speaking to him while wearing the Deku mask, Goron mask or Zora mask causes his ghost radar to react fiercely. But who is the masked one? Well, it must be someone who is interested in bringing down the Ikana kingdom. It must be the Gyro. Various Gyros can be found throughout the canyon. If Link wears the Gyro mask where Tettle senses a thirst for blood, a Gyro will appear and believing Link to be its master. The Gyro will quickly realize that Link is not who he appears to be and will attack him. If slain, they will acknowledge Link's skill and reveal their wisdom, giving hints that help Link in his quest through Ikana Canyon. The one who probably caused all of this is their master. The Gyro Master is a mini-boss in the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. He's larger, quicker and more skilled than the normal Gyros. The Gyro Master carries fiery blades into battle. He may be encountered 3 times during a 3-day cycle, only the first of which is mandatory to complete the game. The Gyro Master appears as a mini-boss of the Stone Tower Temple, so he is most likely the person who released the curse upon himself, his people and the Ikana Kingdom. This also caused the conflict to never end, because all of the fallen soldiers have risen again, and now they are undead, so they will return back to life every time. But there's a second person who could have caused all of this. The court composers of the Ikana royal family, Sharp and Flat. They were composers held in high regards to the kingdom of Ikana. However, Sharp sold his soul to the devil and betrayed his brother by sealing him beneath the graveyard. One of Sharp's statements seems to indicate that he was trying to attempt to revive the Ikana royal family and that during his pursuit he gave in to evil. His brother Flat swore revenge against his brother's betrayal, and to this end he composed a song known as the Song of Storms. Suffused with the sadness and anger he held against his brother, Link eventually comes to Termina and finds the grave of Flat in the Ikana graveyard. Flat's ghost teaches him the Song of Storms and asks him to cleanse his brother of evil. Link enters Ikana Canyon where the river has dried up. He travels to the Springwater Cave that serves as a source of Ikana's water. Suddenly the voice of Sharp is heard and the ghost of Sharp manifests himself. He tells Link to leave the cursed land of Ikana and starts playing a song known as the Melody of Darkness, slowly sapping Link's health. If Link plays the Song of Healing, Sharp will comment that though soothing, the song has no effect on him. However, if Link plays the Song of Storms, the evil within Sharp's heart will be dispelled. Sharp realizes his terrible mistake and begs his brother for forgiveness. He thanks Link for breaking the curse placed on him and asks him to free Ikana from its curse, and then he departs from the land of Termina. So maybe while looking for a way to revive the Ikana royal family, he stumbled upon Skull Kid and Majora. Majora has enough power to curse Ikana, and it would explain why the curse is lifted as soon as Twin Mold is killed. So now it's time to decide. Who cursed Ikana Valley? Well, you decide. Tell me in the comments who of the 2 possible groups cursed Ikana Canyon, Sharp and Skull Kid, or the Gyro Master and his servants. Now, before you go, my friend M Productions also made a Halloween special for his channel. It's a Zelda themed machinima, so click here to check it out. And what if you're interested in the wars of the Legend of Zelda? Well, you can always go to Commonwealth. He made a couple of videos about the wars in the Legend of Zelda, so go check it out. I wish all of you a happy Halloween and thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out my other videos and the video of M Productions.